This is Tech Pulse, the show that
coming up today on Tech Pulse. 2 new game consoles and TV set-top boxes enter the market. Intel finally gets a processor in a Android tablet, and Outdoor Tech announces a wireless headphone coming this fall. All this and more coming up today on Tech Pulse. Tech Pulse for June 3rd, 2013. Can you believe it's June already? But yeah, it is June 3rd, 2013. So for those of you that are joining us, welcome in the month of June. You know, summer is right around the corner now. It's just a couple of days away. So we thank those for joining us here on Tech Pulse. This is the first show of the summer, if you want to put it that way, you know. Well, it's not summer yet, but summer is coming soon. So let's dive right into our stories, you know, because this is the show where you get all your tech stories for the day. So let's dive right into our first tech story. We're talking about 2 new game consoles and set-top boxes entering the already crowded TV market. I mean, it's just getting crazy right about now, you know. I mean, first, we didn't have anything. You know, coming at the beginning of the year, you didn't really hear too much. You know, the real focus was on Microsoft and Sony coming out with their new consoles. Then we started hearing about, you know, these Android systems like, oh yeah, like the Game Stick, things like that coming out. You know, a couple of set-top boxes, you know, Roku 3 and stuff like that. But now it seems like there's 2, count them, 2 more game consoles and set-top boxes entering the market. So your holiday dollars are just going to be stretched thin. But at least if you know about these consoles, you know what they are, you can make a better, wiser decision, because, you know, the stores are going to be flooded from, I would say, from July onward, flooded with all kind of different gadgets and boxes, and everybody telling you that this is what you need to make your home entertainment that much better. Everyone is vying for that valuable living room space, and you know, if you don't know what's out there, you could just buy something and, you know, it's not what you are looking for. So we at Tech Pulse, that's what we're here for, to sift through the clutter, to let you know what's out there so you can make that decision when you hit the store. So let's just run right into the first console here. They're calling themselves iConsole.tv. Now, if you go to iConsole.tv, iConsole.tv, you will see more information on this particular device. Now, according to these people, their positioning right now, they have the unit they call Unit 00. The iConsole TV Developer Kit. They're saying this is just the beginning, and this right now, the console that's out right now, is just for developers. So if you're not a developer, then they wouldn't encourage you, or, well, I wouldn't encourage you to get this unit yet, because there's nothing really on it. It's for developers to see what they could come up with. They're saying that this console is going to really hit this spring. So let me, before we get into it, let me just give you a few tech specs that we know of this console and what's coming. According to the iConsole.tv people, they're saying they're going to use a 3rd generation Intel Core Ivy Bridge processor running at 3.3 gigahertz. It's going to be a custom Intel HD graphics GPU running up to 1.6 gigahertz. They're going to have 8 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM, twin 500 gigabyte hard drive, dual gigabit internet with Android debug bridge. They're also going to have 802.11n Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.0, not 3, Bluetooth 4.0, USB 3.0 connectivity, dual HDMI outputs up to 2 times the 1080p resolution, they're saying. And some of the stuff that they're not releasing is their the architecture will be, they're saying, an x86 processor architecture. The GPU is unreleased as to exactly who it's going to come from. They're also thinking about putting in a 500 gigabyte hybrid solid state cache hard drive. So there's a lot of things coming up for this console slash TV box right here called iConsole iTV. Now they're also saying that they're planning to come out, availability is due around winter of this year. But a couple of other facts as we're talking about this now. Now they're saying that this is going to be a revolutionary game console slash TV box. They said this is going to be powered by a super fast x86 processor and graphics array. And they're saying that this is not just going to be another $99 tablet turned console. Now with these specs in it, I don't know if they're going to be able to hit that $99 price point, but they're saying this thing is going to come out at $99 and it's going to keep pace gaming-wise with the next generation gaming consoles. They said, that's what they said, of high-performance gaming, this thing is going to keep pace with it. Now, why haven't we heard about this thing before now? They say they have been developing this thing on stealth mode. That's what the company came out and said. We have been developing this thing in stealth, so nobody knows about it, and they haven't even talked to companies like Google. They haven't even talked to any real companies about it yet, because apparently they wanted to keep this thing under wraps, and they did a good job because nobody knows about it. They say they believe that there should be one high-performance console that opts out of the walled gardens and say no mandatory internet connections. They're going to cut costs as far as games go. They're saying that they're only going to take, they said most game companies take 50% royalties. Every 50% of the money you spend on games goes to the game companies. They're saying they don't want to take a dime over 30%. They are saying they are going to cut a big hole in the gaming industry as far as games is concerned. We're going to show you a picture of this thing too. Now, they're building atop the Android. They have unified two powerful environments, the open source ES environment, as well as the open GL4 bare metal environment that traditional consoles might use. Now, obviously what this means is that you're going to be able to run Linux, you're going to be able to run Android right from this system. They say for gamers, everything runs from one consistent user experience. Android games that run on the architecture that I mentioned before, they say that it's going to be a better experience than any other consoles out there. Now they're talking that this is also going to be something that is going to be TV friendly. They're saying at its core, iConsole TV is powered by Android. We've even given you the option of turning off our custom user experience if you want, and getting the stock Android home screen, you know, like the Android whatever home screen, like whether you have ice cream sandwich or jelly bean or whatever. They have their user interface, or they can tell you, they're gonna give you the ability to turn that off and just use the Android user interface if you want. And they say they built everything about iConsole TV to be TV friendly, so you can use your iConsole TV how you want. You plug in a keyboard and mouse, and you can use it as a desktop PC, or you can use it just to run your whole entertainment center. So this is going to be yet another, I mean, in the crowded market of console TV set-top boxes. I mean, we already have Roku, we have Apple TV, we have Sony, we have Netgear, we have RCA, we have all of these, and then now you have Xbox One coming out, PS4. These are just consoles that's coming out to vie for your TV. We have Aereo, we have Rabbit TV, all of these things coming out vying for your TV entertainment. And now we have iConsole saying that they too want to come out and be a part of the TV revolution. Now let me show you a picture of this thing here real quick, because I mean, to me, it's one thing for, you know, there to be healthy competition. We want healthy competition in the tech industry. I've said that before here on Tech Pulse, that if you don't have competition, then things are going to become stagnant. But now, then you start to get what we call overkill. I mean, it starts to get too crowded, because, I mean, right away, everyone is telling you that their console, and this is a picture of it top view, and this is a picture of it side view right here. Everyone is jumping into the market. And this iConsole TV is just the latest, and they're saying this thing is going to rival gaming systems, and it's not going to be just another $99 Android tablet replacement. They're poking fun at consoles like Oh Yeah, Game Stick, and things like that, which are just dedicated Android-based gaming consoles. They don't deal with your TV as far as watching TV programs and so forth. This console is said to interface with your TV. They're going to interface with your TV, and it's going to give you a better TV viewing experience, as well as be able to play top level Android games. So if you're someone looking for something, for this Christmas coming up, you're saying, man, what am I going to buy, my son, my daughter, my nephew, niece, whatever, for Christmas and all this type of stuff. Well, you're not going to have any shortage of game machines coming out there, because, I mean, this thing, they haven't released the price for it yet, but all of these things will be out around winter time, and you have so many options coming out. And I think now that the market is getting really crowded, and how are you to know? How are you going to know? I mean, you're going to have all these things in stores. When you go to Best Buy, you're going to have all these things sitting up right in front of you. iConsole. You're going to have the next one we're going to talk about after the break, called the Game Pop. I mean, these are just things that are coming out. Everyone is buying for your dollars this holiday season, and now more than ever before, this year. Remember I said before, this seems to be the year of the gamer. This year, we're just having so many consoles come out, and what are you to do? How are you to know which one? And that's why we're bringing them all to you right here, telling you which ones make sense, which ones don't. This one here, so far, with what they have released, it seems to be more of a gaming platform than a TV-based, like a Roku or an Apple TV, and I'm sure it's going to do that as well. But do you really need something like that? If you're going to get Xbox One, do you need this as well? And they're saying that this console will be the one thing that you need, the iConsole TV. So when we come back after the break, we're going to talk about the other. Because remember, I said we have two consoles and two TV, like Roku-type boxes coming out, streaming devices, TV streaming devices coming out. This is just one console and TV streaming device. We're going to hit the other console and the other TV streaming device, all coming out this holiday season. You're going to be inundated with all of this technology, so you're going to have to know which one to get. So right now, this one, I guarantee you, it can't come out at $99. If it does, then they're planning on losing money on the system with this architecture. So we're going to have to see. And we're going to come right back after the break, and we're going to talk about the BlueStacks Game Pop. This is another, and there's something interesting about this that Oh Yeah and Gaming Stick doesn't do. So again, if you're someone looking for something to buy for your child or for someone this holiday season, maybe this might be what you're looking for. We're going to come right back after these messages with more on the TV and game console wars that seem to be brewing right after this.
Preview. ShockwaveSound.com. ShockwaveSound.com.